Okay, guys, welcome to our Monday night webinar. We haven't missed a Monday night in 4 years. My name is Aaron Biley. I'm a Diamond Director with Jeunesse Global, the home-based business you're going to be hearing about tonight. So I'm going to tell you my story throughout the presentation and what the last 4 years has looked like for me and really what the last 15 years has looked like with my entrepreneurial journey. We're going to talk about the industry, what's happening out there in the business world and the economy, what are the trends, where is the money flowing and going. We're going to talk about the direct selling industry. We're going to speak to you guys about a company called Jeunesse Global, some life-changing products, anti-aging products and age reversal products. And then for those that are interested in perhaps looking to turn that into a part-time income with a home-based business, we can talk about the income strategies as well, right through to full-time income or rockstar income. So let's get it underway. See, most people today out there in the world that are stressed or that are worried, mostly it's just due to either health or financial worries. That's 96% of people. Only 4% of people are lying awake at night stressed about other things. So 96% of people's problems that are keeping them up at night can be solved with this opportunity. So this was me around about 4.5 years ago. Okay, and for whatever reason that you're on this webinar tonight, only you know that. There's no wrong or right answer to what you're looking for. Perhaps you've heard about some incredible products can really help you make you look younger. Well, you come to the right place. Maybe you've heard about some products that can really help with your health and longevity. You've come to the right place. So perhaps you're thinking really big on where you could take this from a financial and business opportunity. You've come to the right place, and depending on whether that pleasure and the fantasy of that world is really important to you or whether the pain of the other world is really important to you, that's usually the reason that people get on these webinars, because you could be doing many other things tonight, but you've decided to jump on here with an open mind and see what this is all about. For me, it was really the pain of what I was doing. I mean, I've been an entrepreneur, I think, ever since I was born. I used to sell my Christmas presents and birthday presents back to my brothers and my sisters for $1 and $2, and I think it was always inbuilt in me, but it wasn't really got until I got to about the age of 20 and someone gave me the book called Rich Dad Poor Dad that really brought all those entrepreneurial thoughts flooding back. And I said to myself, I am going to go and get ahead in life. I am not going to have a mediocre life. I'm going to go and live the lifestyle. I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to help people, and I'm going to have a lifestyle residual income business. I didn't know how I was going to do that. I just knew that that's what I wanted. And I started on a 15-year journey to find the ultimate new age business model. In the beginning, I just bought the first business that came along, which was a fitness club in Glenelg, South Australia. And that's what really taught me the grassroots of business. I learned about people, which is the most important part of any business, is people. I learned about marketing. I learned about mindset. I learned about work ethic. I learned about everything you could possibly learn about business. And then I started to learn about wealth creation, shares, real estate, anything I could get my hands on that was going to help me get ahead in life. I sold that business 5 years later, from turning it into the worst performing fitness club in that franchise to the best. One franchisee of the year, and sold that. Moved to Sydney, opened up 2 more fitness clubs, bought 7 investment properties over the next 2 years. I'm a sort of guy that once I learn about something, or it's about taking action, because nothing really works without massive action. So did a lot of things over a very short period of time, and things were going along okay. But if you fast forward to my late 20s, I was working 100 hours a week in the 2 gyms that I owned in Sydney. Now, I'd come to the conclusion that money didn't really matter that much. And I hope you guys have figured that one out. It's all about the lifestyle. It's about the why. So yes, money gets us all of those things, so we go after it. But at the end of the day, I don't think many of us are motivated by turning up to our 20-year high school reunion in a Ferrari and saying, check out my bank balance. I don't think that motivates many people at all. I think the motivation for this type of business really is, what can it get us? And for me, it was about living where I wanted to live. My dream was to live up in Noosa Heads in Queensland, which is basically paradise. I believe it to be the most beautiful place in the world. Great weather, great beaches, great lifestyle, laid back. That's what I wanted to do with my family. I wanted to work from home. I didn't want to have to tackle traffic. I didn't want to have to have a boss. And I wanted to stay at home with my kids so I didn't have to put them in childcare because I had to. Maybe the way that cruise is going at the moment, we might choose to, but I didn't want to have to because I had to go to work. And I didn't want to have someone else, dropping them off at school and picking them up. I sort of saw myself being there with my kids' life all the time, and then traveling around the world, helping as many people as I could. That's where I saw myself doing. And, working 100 hours a week in the gyms, I could help people with their health and fitness in a 10-kilometer radius. And that was about it. It was quite insulated when you look at what the new age of business can do. So I had big dreams and goals that I'd always had. And I sat down one night at the computer and I literally typed into Google best residual income opportunity, because I didn't want to be a 40-year-old personal trainer, a 50-year-old personal trainer, a 60-year-old personal trainer. And I sure didn't want to be in the 95% of people that worked all the way through and retired basically broke. Only 5% of the people will retire financially secure at age 65, according to statistics and surveys. So for me, the dream was big. I knew I needed to be in my own business, but now it became more evident that I not just needed to be in business, I needed to be in the new age of business, because I saw after 2008 retail business really hurting. No longer did we need to have an office space and pay for that rent. We didn't need to necessarily have staff. We basically did not need to have risk and overheads and big income to go into a business model. We could start up with something pretty cheap, have some low overheads, low risk, do it part-time from home, on the internet, all around the world, and build a global business. That was my vision ever since I can remember. And so I sat down at Google and typed in best residual income opportunity and started looking at the business models out there. Over the course of the years, I tried lots and lots of different things, from eBay businesses to franchising to membership websites to ebooks to writing books. Anything you can think of, I did. And it really kept coming back to the network marketing industry because I couldn't see another business model that was going to give me truly residual income, help a lot of people with great products, and give me the sort of income and lifestyle that I needed to. I wanted it to be low startup, low risk. I didn't have much time, remember, because I was working 100 hours a week. And so I needed something that was going to give me a good return for a limited amount of time. I wanted it to be global. I wanted it to be new age. I needed it to be residual. And I wanted to be able to work from anywhere around the world with a turnkey plug-in system. And that's what people are looking for today. When I'm coaching young people that want to get into business, I say, hey, great, university is not for you. Corporate world's not for you. That's cool. And for some people it is, and that's great as well. But for the ones that aren't, that want to get into business, I say, hey, before you jump into a business, let's have a look at this business model where you don't have to go and get a loan to buy a franchise or start up your business. You can have low risk, low overheads, maybe go and get a part-time job while you're building it for the first year or two. And it really helps people to save so many dollars and so many years on getting ahead in their life if they can build a low risk, low overhead business. This industry, I kept looking at it, and I was just blown away by this perfect storm of events that's happening right now. 200 million people expected to join this industry over the next 10 years. Now, that's more people in the next decade than have joined since it started. 1 in every 8 homes at the moment around the world is a home-based business. The other day, my pool cleaner came to my house, cleaned the pool. He works out of home, has his own home-based business. Then the guys came and mowed my lawns, pruned the garden. He works out of home, has his own home-based business. All the time, I'm sitting at home building my home-based business. The lady came to do my books at the end of the quarter. She runs a bookkeeping business from home. There's lots of different types of businesses people are running from home because they don't want to sit in traffic, they don't want to answer to someone, and they want to work it around their kids. They want lifestyle businesses. Could not believe, I knew it was a big industry. I knew it had really evolved from the ma and pa industry, but to be $180 billion industry at the moment is incredible. I mean, that's bigger than the NFL, bigger than Hollywood. It's just absolutely incredible how big this direct selling industry is getting. The mainstream media has also picked up on how many people are getting ahead with this, how many people are getting involved, and calling it the ultimate social business model in the Wall Street Journal, 40 pages in the most respected financial newspaper in the world. You got these guys, Donald Trump and Richard Branson, smart entrepreneurs. They're not just in real estate, not just in aeroplanes. They are entrepreneurs, and they go wherever the trends go, wherever the money goes. Got smart people around them, and they've always got their finger on the pulse. They started up their very own network marketing companies. Richard Branson, cosmetic company in the UK. Donald Trump, nutritional company in the US. Bill Gates famously said in 2010 in a media interview, if I had to start all over again and it wasn't computers, I would choose a network marketing company. Warren Buffett, again, follows the trends. Wouldn't you love to tap his phone and just invest in the shares that he was investing in? Well, what's he doing at the moment? Investing in direct sales companies. His first company was called The Pampered Chef, which he says again in the media that was his best cash on cash return investment that he's ever made. And I'm sure he's made some pretty good investment. He now owns outright or shares in over a dozen different direct sales companies. Probably heard of this guy, Mr. Tony Robbins. He was recently at an Eric Worre event in the US in front of 8,000 people and just ran a webinar in front of a few thousand people as well, talking about the power of network marketing and how great it is. We spoke about the perfect storm before. What I mean by that is all of these 5 things coming together at once over about the last 4 or 5 years and getting bigger and bigger and bigger over the next 5, 10, 15, and 20 years. We spoke about technology, which is the big factor in this growth of the industry right now. If you think about it, if I had someone interested in my Jeunesse network marketing business or whichever network marketing business it might be, I would call you up to share my excitement about a product or a business on the landline. Okay, you're in a different state to me. You're interested because I'm excited and you want to know more information. So then I would put my little brochure in an envelope. I'd put it in the mail to you. A week later, you'd get it. Call me back on the landline to discuss it more. It's a slow way to build a localized business. Today, what do? I'm sitting here at the moment running a webinar. I've got, let me check, I have got over 130 people on this webinar right now. And so I'm presenting this webinar for 1 hour, people all around the world, and then I'm going to go up and probably go to bed. And how hard would that have been to do, in the 80s, in the 90s, even in the early 2000s before we had this fast broadband internet? You just couldn't reach 130 people that easily. We had to go and do house parties and live events and all these types of things. So technology's helped us to reach around the world really, really easily and quickly. We've got smartphones, we've got social media. This business is a relationship people business. And so by the time we're talking to people, they already know what we're like from Facebook or YouTube, and then they're ready to get involved. So we can build a really fast global business now rather than a slow local business. The economy, the worse the economy goes, the better this industry goes. So people at the moment have still got 2008, 2009 very fresh in their mind. They're no longer going to rely on being employed or traditional old school overhead business. If you've got an old school business, it might be going fantastically, but you only need one thing to go wrong in your marketplace. And if you've got huge overheads, you can get in some really big trouble very, very quickly, as people have found out over the last few years. You just don't need that stress and that risk every month to have to sell X amount of dollars before you start to come in the profit range. We don't need staff today the way this business is run. And so people are looking for a plan B if they're employed, if they're in traditional business, the baby boomers, with superannuation, real estate shares not doing what it's supposed to be and loving our products. Generation Y, or we call them the millenniums. Again, all these people are coming into a certain age bracket. The economy's doing a certain thing and technology's matured, okay, at all at one time. So these millenniums, under 32, when surveyed, 60% of them said they'd love to be an entrepreneur. They'd love to have an invention, start their own business, and their biggest hindrance was getting a bank loan to get their business off the ground. Again, with network marketing, you don't need a loan. It's cheap to get into, low risk. Go and get a part-time job if you want to be entrepreneurial. It's a great new age way to go. They're great with technology, great on social media. They become fantastic networkers, these young people. Rising middle class of Asia, again, only just over the last few years has really been going up and up and up. Right now, there's more middle class, what we call middle class, in China alone than the whole population of the US. It wasn't that long ago, China didn't even have a middle class. You either had money or you're very poor. And that's the same in the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, etc. James Packer in 2011 on 60 Minutes said, if you can find a product range or a business model that the rising middle class of Asia will love, credit card in one hand, internet in the other, that's the biggest wealth creation tool you'll ever see in your lifetime, bigger than the internet. And that's what we've found here with Jeunesse, with the products and with the business. So the industry's booming, it's going through the roof. Everyone wants to get that lifestyle business, that home-based business. Network marketing is going crazy. But which company do we get involved in? There are literally thousands of companies out there with a whole range of different products. For me, when I looked at this industry, I went, okay, network marketing is incredible. I want to get back into it, but I've got to choose the right company. And the number one rule of success is always to find a mentor, find someone that's achieved what you would like to achieve, and just jump in their back pocket and follow in their footsteps. Follow the trends that are happening. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. Don't try and go with something just because you think it will work. Okay, what's been working for decades? What's going to continue to work? Let's find someone and something that's got a proven track record. For me, as that research continued, I spent 12 months researching the perfect network marketing company. I got together with a bit of a mastermind group, Lyndon Biernoff, Craig Schultz, a few other people, and we said, hey, these are our criteria for the company that we want to look at. And anti-aging is the biggest industry in the world. Someone turns 50 every 7 seconds around the world. It's set to be $1 trillion industry by 2025. $1 trillion. That is a lot of zeros. 300 billion by 2018. Trillion by 2025, So skincare and anti-aging, absolutely booming. And I must admit, as looking into which product line, anti-aging niche, it all sounds good. Anti-aging is really from the inside. We're going to talk about our nutritional products, and that's what I was into from a football background, a personal training background, a gym background. That made perfect sense to me, and some of the science behind the Jeunesse products was mind-blowing. But the skincare side, to me, I just didn't know whether I could get passionate about standing up and talking about night creams and serums, as a 30-year-old male. But I realized very quickly that I needed to be in that space. You see, my passion wasn't in moisturizers. I mean, I never used a skincare product in my life. Now I absolutely love the products. I got great results with it. My wife got great results with it. I use the products every single day. And I didn't want to look 40 when I hit 40. I didn't want to look 50 when I hit 50. I want to hit 50 and people say, oh man, I thought you were 40. That's what I want people to say. And I think most people like that. These products really do work. But my passion was in lifestyle, getting ahead in life, helping other people to get ahead in life and live life on their terms, whatever that may be, whatever their dream may be. Time and money can help them to do that. And so for me, I needed to be in that space because over the last 160 years since this industry has been around in direct sales, out of all the billion-dollar companies that have been around, annual billion-dollar companies, all but one, the biggest selling product range has been skincare. I didn't want to go against that tide and go into a different niche. It's a recession-proof product line. Again, proven throughout time, when the bad economic times come, makeup, cosmetics, beauty sales still go up and up and up. 80% of everyone doing network marketing today are female. What do they love to use and talk about? Skincare. And rising middle class of Asia, which I did not know at the time 4 years ago, but quickly learned, fanatical about skincare, about how their skin looks. Billboards everywhere throughout Asia, and absolutely incredibly loving the business model. So for me, looking back through history, looking into the future, looking at trends, everything that I was looking for made perfect sense to be in that niche of anti-aging skincare nutrition, the best company that I could find that could fit into that category. We found Jeunesse about 12 months into our research, and it ticked every single box for us. And we really believed it could be the next billion-dollar brand, although that is extremely rare, and only 19 companies over the last 160 years have ever got to that level. Some of the other things that we were looking for was something pretty new and fresh, not an old 20, 30, 40, 50-year-old company. It had to be a member of the Direct Selling Association, the strict legal entity that overlooks our industry. And yeah, we wanted to be anti-aging, we wanted to be nutrition, we wanted to be skincare, but every second network marketing company is in that niche. We want to be able to stand out from the marketplace. So we wanted to have some really unique marketable products that nobody else had. That's where the products really come into play. And we really believed Jeunesse was going to be great. I believed that all my dreams could come true with Jeunesse, but I never in my wildest dreams did I think that Jeunesse would be the number one fastest growing company in the world and the fastest company to ever hit $1 billion in annual sales. That was not even on anyone's radar, because the chances of that are so minute. And then you have to be part of that company. Man, incredible stuff. But this is what we saw. We joined about at the end of year 2. So year 3. So 30 million into 60, into 120, into 250. So it doubled in size every single year for the last 5 years. And by the end of this year, we will do $1 billion in sales. To put that in perspective for you guys, Avon took 86 years to get to $1 billion in annual sales. And again, it got quicker and quicker and quicker because the word of mouth spread. This perfect storm was brewing and brewing and brewing. Technology got better and better and better. Amway did it in 21 years, Nu Skin in 20. Jeunesse is set to do it in 6. That's how special a moment in time we are looking at right now. That puts us on par with your Facebooks, your Googles, your eBays, your Apples in their terms of time to reach $1 billion in annual sales. What that means for me and you as distributors, if we work hard, if we treat it with priority, if we treat it like a business, there's never been a better time to turn that into the type of business, the type of income that we want. We've won so many awards along the journey. Number one fastest growing company according to Inc. 500 magazine, Rising Star Awards. We've won awards outside of the network marketing industry as well, Telly Awards and Stevie Awards, which are just a USA-based business awards in marketing, etc. Rising Star, and we're open now, I think, in 124 countries. Again, that wasn't on my criteria, but it was on one of the other guys' criteria in our mastermind group. Because if I look at my business now, my income would probably be about a third of what it actually is if we weren't open in places like the Philippines and Africa and Denmark, etc., etc. All these sort of random places that I never knew anybody in those countries, but a quick Facebook chat to an entrepreneur in the Philippines resulted in a sign up which turned into tens of thousands of people. Someone that knew someone that knew someone that knew someone enrolled someone in Denmark, and that exploded. And we've got a great growing business throughout South Africa, Nigeria. And so you just don't know who knows someone around. And that's what this great word of mouth business is. My business now, I've enrolled about 130 people. That's turned into about 80,000 people in 80 countries around the world. and just an incredible lifestyle. But I've probably only enrolled people in about 7 or 8 countries, different countries myself personally. So you can see that someone in Sydney knew someone in Melbourne, that knew someone in Singapore, that knew someone in China, etc., etc., and it just bounces around. If we're not open in that country, you can't enroll in that country. That person can't build in that country. There is no income base there. So if you're not open in at least 50 countries today as a company, you are a dinosaur company. Okay, you really want to be 50, 100 plus in this new age of business. Here are the absolute genius founders, Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis. Jump on YouTube and type in Randy Ray, Wendy Lewis, Jeunesse Global, and check out the founders video. It almost moves you to tears. It does me every single time. I mean, Randy's got the best rags to riches story that I've ever heard. I won't go into it now because it's lengthy, but from having absolute nothing, and I mean nothing, to creating himself millions and then hundreds of millions of dollars, and then finding Jeunesse. It's just an incredible story. He's been Florida Businessman of the Year twice. Wendy's been voted top 20 most influential women in this industry the last 2 or 3 years in a row, and just one female entrepreneur of the year as well. So an incredible couple. That my last box that I had to tick before I got involved in Jeunesse was to make sure it was going to be a longevity company, a long-term company. So I sat down with those guys and I said, Randy, what's your long-term plans for Jeunesse? Are you going to build it up and sell it? Are you going to build it up, put it on the stock market? He said, Aaron, this is our legacy. This is our long-term company. It's not going anywhere. We're going to spend the first 3 years creating a platform to make sure this company lasts the test of time. And that's all I needed to know. I mean, you never have a crystal ball, but I looked him in the eye and I knew that he was genuine about it, and I knew that I needed to go to work. Let's have a look at our products for those people that are interested in that. But the people that are interested in the business as well, you've got to understand that the products are the business, because you can market this all day long. You can hype this up all day long. You don't have to with Jeunesse, because the facts are the facts and entrepreneurs can see that. But people need to come back a second month, a third month, a fourth month and purchase product, not because they need it, not because they have to for the business, because they want to, because they've got an emotional attachment to it. They would buy these products off the shelves whether there was a business opportunity attached to it or not. And that's very important, because a great portion of people will end up maybe with good intentions to build a business, but just won't for many, many reasons. But I guarantee you, they'll keep coming back and purchase a product every month. That's what we want. When we looked at products to stand out from that marketplace, we saw that Jeunesse had the first adult-derived stem cell cosmetic line in the world. And I didn't know much about stem cells at that point, but I knew it was very, very marketable, very, very exciting, and boy, do the products work. Absolutely incredible. Stem cells are in the newspaper, magazines, on the television, all of the time in a positive light. And this is how Jeunesse was born. This guy here, Dr. Newman, met Randy Ray in about 2009. Randy had heard about this incredible stem cell technology and how they were getting stem cells from adipose tissue, adult body fat, and now they'd poured billions of dollars back into the research of stem cells again. Randy had basically no cartilage left in his knee. And what stem cells could do is they've got their own intelligence. So stem cells know what to become. So you can take the stem cells out of your own body, inject them into your knee, and if it's lacking cartilage, it will become cartilage. They've successfully regrown a human liver in Japan. They've successfully regrown breast tissue. Famously, Dr. Newman had a video of a gentleman who had a cancer cut out of the side of his jaw, left a gaping hole in his face, exposing the nerve endings. He was in a lot of pain. Dr. Newman, again, stem cells out of the body fat, injected back into his face. 24 injections, the stem cells knew what to become. They became blood vessels. They became skin cells. They became bone. Incredible. Over a 2-year period, you wouldn't even be able to tell this guy had a massive gaping hole in his jaw. It had healed it up through the intelligence of those stem cells. So Dr. Newman met Randy. Randy had this procedure done on his knee. It regrew cartilage. He was blown away by this new age of science. And he said, what else are you doing, Dr. Newman? And he said, look, I've ended up, the stem cells, they divide in my laboratory. The offset of that is the communication language of growth factors. I've put all the growth factors, which we all have naturally in our skin, into a skincare range, and the results I'm getting with that are incredible. It's the most natural way for your skin to act like it did 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, because as we get older, those stem cells and those growth factors don't communicate as well. They're not as many of them, and we get thinner skin, we get fine lines, we get wrinkles, we look older. Now, what if you could tell those growth factors to perk up and act like they used to just a few short years ago? You get thicker skin, plumper skin, more skin cells, and you get less fine lines, wrinkles, you look younger. Okay, that's exactly what the growth factors derived from human stem cells are doing. And Dr. Newman said, I sell about 50 to my Hollywood elite every month. They love it. And Randy said, hey, would you be open to selling 50,000 of them a month? And Dr. Newman said, well, it'd be good for my bank balance, but I don't know how to do it. I'm not a business guy. I'm not a marketer. Randy said, I am. And that's how Jeunesse was born, with one bottle of serum, one nutritional product. We took it all over the world, and Jeunesse was born. Since then, we've added a lot more product range, but it just continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger. At the moment, so we've got the Youth Restoring Cleanser, the flagship product there, the serum, the day cream, the night repair, the essential body renewal, and the ultimate lifting mask. So I've got a full range of products, everything you need there. You'll get the best results using all the products in conjunction with each other. All of the products here have in abbreviations, magic potion, the growth factors derived from human stem cells. You won't find anything else in the world, on the marketplace, anywhere. Fact. If you do, come and show me. It does not exist. The serum here, for example, contains over 220 growth factors. 85% of that whole formula there as pure growth factors. Okay, on the marketplace today, if you see products advertised with stem cell technology, 99.9% chance that it's plant-based. Okay, from algae, from seaweed, from rose petals, from apple stem cells. Okay, there's not one single scientific study to show that plant-derived stem cells can do anything for human skin whatsoever. It's all marketing, it's all the celebrities, not one single scientific study. On human stem cell technology, however, thousands of studies have been done, third-party clinical trials, etc., etc. This one here I like because it's easily visual to see as well. It's a $40,000 machine in Dallas, Texas. Nothing to do with Jeunesse, but it's just new technology where you can measure really detailed aspects of your skin right down to a cellular level. So you put your face up to this machine, it can measure things like spots, pores, wrinkles, and texture. And you can see this lady here 60 days after using the full Luminesce range, right up into the top 90 percentile for every aspect of her skin. And the company basically said they're the best results we've seen since we've had this machine. Try putting it on the back of one of your hands. Try it with all the product range over a 7-day or 30-day period, and you will see a very quick and very incredible result. It's a great way for you to get belief up. It's a great way to show people the products. Better than doing half of your face. There's a lady here, an incredible lady called Amanda Gore on the Sunshine Coast, who's done half of her face. And I got tremendous results on my product. So did my wife. So did all my friends. My belief was through the roof. I understood the science. I was so into it. I'd seen people now all around the world getting incredible results. But I've got to tell you, my belief level went up a whole new level when I saw Amanda's experiment. I mean, she looks like 30 on one side and 60 on the other. I think Amanda's about 60. She won't mind me saying that, but absolutely incredible. She's a public speaker, and people come up to her at the end of the presentations and say, man, that was an incredible talk, Amanda, but I just want to talk to you on a personal level. Are you okay? Have you had a stroke? Because she looks like one eye's drooping, the mouth's drooping, the side of her face is drooping, but she's just been using this incredible product range on one side and not the other. Incredible walking billboard, and she's building an incredible business with Jeunesse. But you got some great results there. It wasn't built for psoriasis or acne scarring or burns or scars or anything, but it just works incredible well on any sort of anti-inflammatory and healing process. It wants the skin to be in its best balanced natural state. So again, great results with people like acne and acne scarring. What would that do for an 18-year-old's confidence? Scotty Napier here on the Gold Coast, bad acne scarring and about a 60 to 70% improvement now. You could barely notice him from where he was. He tried every other possible solution and product that he could find. Nothing worked until he found Luminesse. The reason it really works, all around the world is because of that language. It doesn't matter what we speak. People can look at a before and after picture and say, get me a tub of that stuff immediately. Everyone wants to look younger. People want to look as young as they can for as long as they can. And all we're doing here is boosting up that collagen and elastin just as we used to have it when we were 20, 25, reversing the physical signs of aging. Great product range. Again, that's the perfect picture there of just replenishing that collagen and elastin, getting more plump skin. When you got plumper skin, you're not going to have those wrinkles, and again, that just gives you a more youthful appearance. So that was the product range we've got at the moment. All those products will work different for people over a 7-day, 30-day. Scientifically, we say collagen, elastin, growth factor, reproduction, 90 days. Instantly Ageless, however, will work straight away. Within 90 seconds to 2 minutes, you will see the dark shadows under your eyes gone, bags and wrinkles under your eyes gone. Okay, I really encourage you to do your own experiment with Instantly Ageless. It's just absolutely incredible. Put it under your eyes. I mean, I don't have many wrinkles under my eyes, but I get dark bags under my eyes genetically. Thanks, Mum. And it works a treat on that. So I've had a really late night and I've got an early morning meeting. Instantly Ageless on straight away, and those dark shadows under my eyes disappear. That lasts for about 10 or 11 hours. Incredible how much younger you look without those bags, without those wrinkles under the eyes. Never even really noticed it before, to be honest, but it gives you an instant 10-year younger appearance. It's incredible. We've been in a lot of the media, Vogue, Cosmo, every beauty, cosmetic blog on the planet, just because, again, of the word stem cell technology. No one else has it, and it's very, very marketable. I want to talk to you now about our nutritional product line, because we all know that we age from the inside, not the outside. We just get up in the morning and look in the mirror, and so we tend to spend about 3 to 4 times more money as a society on how we look than how we feel. It should be the other way around, but it's just not. But we're all smart enough to know that's where the aging process really starts. And Dr. Vincent Giampapa, we're lucky enough to have on the Jeunesse Medical Advisory Board, contracted through Jeunesse. And his first product range that he had from the nutritional range was called AMPM. And again, I want you to remember, and I want you to think about the way I look at Jeunesse is the closest thing to the fountain of youth that science can actually back up and prove in 2015. So we weren't just looking for a skincare range because we could have chose any network marketing company that has skincare and good products, mind you. We were looking for something X factor that really worked, had science behind it, and you could become that walking billboard of products that people got emotionally attached to, that didn't just need it but wanted it. We knew how big the skincare industry was and how it fit into network marketing. So the stem cell technology, the human stem cell technology, was where we needed to be. Just incredible, stand out from the marketplace. Same with the nutrition. Again, everyone's got a multivitamin, a gel, a juice, something, right? That's good for you from the Amazon rainforest, the deep blue sea, whatever it may be. Again, we wanted stuff backed by science that was space age nutrition. And what we were really interested and intrigued about in the beginning was, yes, we're talking about health on a cellular level, but everyone's kind of talking about that these days. Jeunesse took it one step further and started to develop stuff from a genetic level, getting into our DNA. What makes us up genetically, and can we influence that? And scientists now believe that we really are only 30% of what we're given, and 70% we can determine for ourselves, where they used to believe a few short years ago that really we were 70% of our genetic makeup, what we were given, 30% we could alter. Very exciting stuff. So this AM/PM will do everything that a multivitamin will do, a probiotic and essential oil. But again, a lot of products can do that. We were looking for something space age. So what this product can also do is to help slow down the shortening of telomeres. We'll talk a little bit more about telomeres in the next product, but incredible scientific breakthrough of our aging clock. It'll also help to produce healthy stem cells, the most important cell in our body. It helps to mimic what we call the calorie mimic diet, which is really one of the only few scientifically proven ways to live longer, to have longevity, and that is to eat about 40 to 50 to 60% less calories than what we all do currently in the Western world. All the blue zones around the world where people's average age is into the late 90s, they have a small plant-based legume diet, basically one meal a day. What that does, it switches on and activates a sirtuin gene in our body, known as the longevity gene. For the majority of the Western world, it's never ever activated that gene. We've got many genes that are never activated. That's one of them. If that is activated, we tend to live longer and healthier. This product will help to activate that, whether you're eating less calories or more calories. Incredible, impressive product. It also helps to protect our DNA structure, so our genetic information. As we get older, our body doesn't protect and repair as well. So all the free radicals that are bouncing around in our body from stressing out, working hard, pollutants in the city, bad diet, even when we work out hard, drink alcohol, it increases those free radicals. Now, if they get into the nucleus of our cell and can damage the DNA into our 40s, 50s, 60s plus, then that's really the way that we start to really age badly. We really do start to increase the likelihood of getting those lifestyle diseases that none of us want. If that cell goes away and dies, or if that damaged cell starts to replicate as per normal. So AM/PM can help to protect that DNA structure and repair it if it does get damaged, like we used to do when we were younger. So I'm 2 a.m.s every morning, 2 p.m.s at night, religiously love this product, and the testimonials we get on it are incredible. Try it out for yourself. Finity, again, we spoke about telomeres. What are telomeres? Telomeres are the long, smooth bits. Think about them like on the end of your shoelace, but they're on the end of our chromosomes. The Nobel Prize for this discovery, I think it was in 2009, the Nobel Prize. She's actually a scientist from Australia, one of the scientists, and she discovered that when we're born, they're long and smooth and perfect, and every time our cell divides, they get shorter until they disappear is when we die. So basically, it's a really important factor in our aging clock and how well we're aging. So then the theory became, hey, if we could slow that process down, are we going to live longer? If we could re-lengthen them and they never get short, could we live forever? Is this the fountain of youth? And the kind of answer is yes and no. And so TA65, which is an Affinity product, we're the only network marketing company in the world that has TA65. We've got the sole license to it. And we can legally and scientifically say that we can re-lengthen damaged telomeres with this Finity product. So no longer are we just talking about an anti-aging product, we're talking about an age reversal product, reversing the age of cells in our body. Incredible. Never thought I'd hear or see this in our lifetime. So you can now go into a specialist. I think there's only about half a dozen specialists in the US, can't get it done in Australia yet, where you can go and get your blood sugars done, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, all the normal things we like to get checked out, especially as we get older. And you can ask one of these specialists to do a telomere test on you. So they say, hey, Aaron, you're 37. We got your results back from your telomeres. You got telomeres like a 20-year-old. They're long, they're smooth, they look great. Keep doing what you're doing. Or, hey, Aaron, you're 37, but your telomeres look like an 80-year-old. They're short, they're frayed. You're really increasing those chances of lifestyle diseases, and you've really got to change your diet or your lifestyle, or whatever it may be. And so TA65 Infinity will help those premature shortening telomeres to re-lengthen and become healthy again. Okay, it's not going to regrow already good telomeres. So if you've got good telomeres that are just shortening at the normal pace, okay, it's going to help that to slow down, again, to have a healthier longevity, but you're not going to turn into Benjamin Button and become 12 years old again. That's the good news. But incredible product, incredible science. A lot of people swear by that product and that ingredient with, again, incredible results. Resveratrol, I love this product. Full 100% natural product. Again, go and Google resveratrol. It's the most researched antioxidant in the world. Harvard University call it a modern miracle, and many scientists believe that it could be the substance to unlocking the fountain of youth. They continue to pour billions of dollars into the research of resveratrol, and I've seen some incredible scientific studies done on it so far. You go to pubmed.com and type in resveratrol to check out the scientific studies done on that. Jeunesse has been awarded the most potent source of resveratrol that there is because of a few factors. Number one, we get it from a mulberry, not a skin of a red grape. Okay, so it's a lot more potent. That's why they say red wine is good for you, because you do get resveratrol in the skin of a red grape. Okay, and it's also packaged into this really amazing scientific little satchel here. And so the resveratrol gel has never seen oxygen in the way that it's packaged. So as soon as you rip it open and suck it down, it gets dissolved into the bloodstream straight away. It's not oxidized. The resveratrol that we can get from a health food shots in a capsule form, a powder form, already been oxidized from the skin of a red grape. Okay, it's not as potent. We're not going to get the absorption of that, so it can't go to work in our body as well. Okay, so according to a CAP-A test, scientific CAP-A test of antioxidants, we have the most potent source of that resveratrol. Incredible for the immune system, great for energy levels, incredible for so many different areas of health and longevity. Try it out for yourself. VitaCell, think of this product as being awesome for cleansing and detoxing. That's how I like to talk about this product. If you've got high cholesterol, it'd be great to give this product a try. But it's just incredible for that detox, great for athletic performance, healthy skin. Mix it in with a juice or a protein shake would be my recommendation, because it's not an incredibly beautifully tasting one with water. But incredible product that was made from a special type of rice in Thailand that they were giving to malnutrition children, and just ended up having some incredible results on adults as well. Zen Body, another great product range, one that I was a little bit unexcited about and perhaps skeptical about in the early days, coming from a personal training background. Because I used to say to my clients, just zip your mouth closed and move more. That's the only way to lose weight and body fat. But this product I love, and it fits in with the Jeunesse story, because like our skincare, it just naturally is encouraging our skin that already has growth factors to just do what it used to do a few years ago, so we get plumper skin and look younger. Same with the nutritional program. Hey, repairing that and protecting that DNA like we used to naturally when we were younger. Same with this product. Okay, so for every year after 30, our body wants to gain a percentage of body fat and gain a percentage of body fat and lose a percentage of lean muscle mass. It doesn't have to be that way. With exercise, resistance training, and taking these products, you can really slow that from happening. Okay, when you get to 90, yeah, you're going to have more body fat than you do at 30, but it doesn't mean you have to have it at 50 or 60, you know. And so we can encourage, by using these products, for our body to use body fat as an energy source again, to speed up our metabolism, to break that blockage of leptins that our brain is trying to tell us we're hungry all the time. Snack, 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 sugar, 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 have seconds. You know, the more body fat that we get, that's the blockage that we get from that signal, so we want to eat more. Okay, we don't need to eat anywhere near as much as we eat every single day, nowhere near it. We've just got a society and a culture that does those 3 big meals at least every single day. Fatty foods, processed foods, we don't want to be eating those. We want to have clean eating. We want to change our body to burn body fat, speed up that metabolism again. That's what this Zen Body does really, really well. I get great results every time I stick to this program for 4 and 8 week periods. And again, you can see some of the results these guys have got just in the last few weeks there. I don't think Steve really lost any weight in that photo, but he lost a whole lot of body fat percentage in centimeters, and that's really the power of that product. So that's our product range, guys. Again, short, sharp, sexy, scientific, not too many products, but enough for you guys to be able to talk to anyone and any marketplace. For those that are interested in, guys, those products look great. everyone I know would be interested in one of them. How do I turn that into a part-time or full-time home-based business around what I'm already doing? Well, there's 6 different possible ways that you can earn income from Jeunesse. And I'm going to be upfront and tell you right now that out of the 140, 50, 60 people that are now on this webinar, I can't tell you whether you're going to make a single dollar in Jeunesse. I can tell you that you'll love the products and that they're incredible and you're going to get results with the products, no question. The business is a business. It doesn't matter whether you join any network marketing business, Jeunesse, a traditional business. Okay, if you go and own gyms like I did and you don't turn up to the gym, if you don't train people, if you don't market people, if you don't sign up people for memberships, you haven't got a very good gym business. If you don't open the doors to a cafe on the busy street, it's pretty hard to make profit and sales, and it's no different here. Okay, if you don't turn up for business in Jeunesse, it's pretty hard for you to make an income. So it's going to come down to your work ethic, your mindset, your coachability, and things like that. You can make some incredible income in Jeunesse, but it really is up to you. So the first way to earn income is wholesale retail. Very simple. The products are very marketable. You can retail them all day long. So you can do internet marketing. You can go and set up a stand at a shopping center. You can do party plans. Any way that you can think to have retail sales, you're going to get about a 40 to 60% markup on those products. The second way to earn income is as people are looking at the products and say, you know what, those products look incredible. I think I really would like to use them for my own longevity, health, youthful appearance. I wouldn't mind packaging up some skincare and some nutrition at once. Okay, we have Best Buy product packs. So when people are looking at getting some product or starting the business, they can come through your unique website link and they can grab one of these packs. A basic pack, you would make a $25 bonus if someone grabbed one of those. If they grabbed an ambassador pack, you would make $250. So you can imagine if you're doing 10 of them a week, 10 of them a month, I mean, that's some great upfront income on top of your job is paying you, what your traditional business is paying you. What I got really excited about and why I joined, going back to my story, is for the residual income. I was looking for a residual income business model. I knew that I had work ethic. I knew that I was coachable. I knew that I would treat this like a business with no guarantee of what it could get me, but I knew if I worked hard, everything, the platform we've spoken about tonight was there. I just needed to go and make it happen. I ended up selling my gyms after a year in the business, going full time into Jeunesse. And now I've been involved for 4 years. I'm a diamond director. I've moved up here to Noosa in March this year, and every single aspect of how I wanted my life to look from that age of 20 to where I had on my vision board, my goals and my dreams, and all those different businesses that I turned over, the gyms, the franchising, the eBays, the online, the ebooks, everything I did up and down over the years, real estate shares, led me to Jeunesse, led me to network marketing, and eventually got to exactly on my vision board, that exact lifestyle up here in Noosa. I'm living that now. Home with my family, got a 14-month-old son, another one on the way due early January. And that vision that I had of being there with them, working around them, it's exactly what I do every single day now, and I love it. I love how many people I'm helping all around the world. As I said, I've got business now in over 80 countries, and we're influencing dozens of people to have life-changing income. We're influencing hundreds of people to have full-time income. We're influencing thousands of people to earn some extra income alongside of what they're doing, and hundreds of thousands of people on their health, longevity, and youthful appearance. And it is so rewarding to be able to do that in almost 130 countries around the world, instead of just helping people with their health in a 10-kilometer radius, working 100 hours a week, just paying the bills. Can you start to see the difference? I don't have any staff. I have zero overheads. All my income is profit. I have a great lifestyle. I work when I want to work, part-time, and life is good. And this is the reason the team commissions. Every time you've got product purchased on your left team and on your right team, you make a $35 team commission. So it doesn't have to rely on you. Right now, I've got people purchasing product in Africa, Canada, US, Philippines, Australia, New Zealand, in 80 different countries around the world. They're getting product delivered. They're shopping for Mother's Day. They're enrolling people. They're loving the products. And these $35 team commissions can start to add up pretty well for us. In this part of the pay plan, you've got a maximum of 750 team commissions that you can earn. Now, mathematically, if we times 750 by $35, you have the potential to make $26,250 US per week if you were to max out those team commissions. Where it gets even more exciting for me is the matching bonus. So think about this as a franchise fee, on steroids. So whoever I enroll into my left team or my right team, I've enrolled them personally because I knew them. Maybe I ran a newspaper ad, a Facebook ad, went to a networking event. Doesn't matter. There's lots of ways to market this business. If they enroll, then I'm going to earn 20% of their team commissions. So if I do enroll some absolute superstar that goes on to make $1 million, and I'm not saying that you will or they will, it's just much easier maths for me when I can do 20% of $1 million. So I would make $200,000 a year off that one enrollment, just as a mathematic example. But then if they enroll somebody, which obviously they have to make that sort of income, that's what's then called my level 2. Okay, so I haven't enrolled them. I don't know them. They could be in another country, but they're my level 2. I'm going to make 15% of their team commission income as well. They enroll someone level 3, they enroll someone level 4, so forth, 5, 5, 5, down to 7 levels of generations. You can start to do the maths on that. You can start to see where that could go. Imagine having 2 great level 1s, or 3, or 4, or 10, or 100, or 200, which turn into tens of thousands of people, levels 2 to 7, and you get the picture from there. It's a real simple way to give yourself a bonus on that, on your people that you enroll, is by having 5 customers. You really want to be encouraged to grab these customers. That's a really simple thing. People love the products. Your level 1 matching bonus will go to 25%. And by having just 10 customers, your level 1 matching bonus now goes to 30%. Again, do the maths on that. Number 6 is the diamond pool. So again, this is for people that have got to diamond, which I got to about a year ago. The company's profits, 3%, goes into this pool of money that's put aside just for the diamonds. Depending on how many shares a diamond gets in that diamond pool, well, that depends on their personal business volume over that quarter, depends on how many diamonds there are at that point, and how many shares that they get. But again, worth a nice 6-figure income on top of everything else just in the diamond pool. So it's great to be able to get to diamond. You also win a $40,000 holiday every year once you're a diamond in Jeunesse. So last year we went to, or this year we went to Tahiti, business class flights, magnificent cruise ship all around Bora Bora, and the Tahiti Islands was just paradise, insane. Every single cost, excursions, food, drink, everything paid for. And next year in July is Paris. So we're going to all these bucket list places. Some network marketing companies, their product is travel. Jeunesse does more free travel than those companies. So it's an incredible incentive. You can join up tomorrow and win a free trip to the Mediterranean cruise, which again is in, I think, May of next year. And so that's traveling to places like Morocco, Barcelona. That's going to be an incredible cruise. Again, you can win that, all expenses paid. When you get to Emerald, you win a free trip to Hawaii in January. And so incredible trips. When here in Australia, you get to Sapphire, which is quite a simple level to get to. You win a free trip to Noosa for the Noosa Leadership Retreat. So if you love to travel, you're not that keen to pay for it, you're going to have a great time traveling around the world, Jeunesse paying for it, with some great, like-minded, positive people all on the same mission as you in life. That's about a wrap from me, guys. I just finished up telling you about our Jeunesse Kids. Again, go and Google Free the Children, freethechildren.com. Incredible charity, talking about adopting villages and making sure that, places that need water, food, education, medicine, have it ongoing. They find a solution to the problem and adopt the village and make sure that turns into a long-term solution, not a short-term solution of just rocking up, feeding kids and going home, because they're going to be hungry again tomorrow. You might feel good about it. You might have made a bit of a difference, but adopting a village and looking at the long-term approach and fixing the problem is really what Free the Children are all about. We've partnered with them, called Jeunesse Kids. Go guys, whether you're consciously or subconsciously thinking it, I guarantee you this is exactly what your brain is processing right now. It all looks awesome. If what that guy says is true, why wouldn't I go on those products? I mean, you'd be insane not to go on those products. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee on them. Try them for yourself. If you don't like them, if you don't believe in the science, send them back, get your money back. That's one solution. Try them, like them, maybe start building the business. Okay, can I do it? Well, there's people from all walks of life at the moment having great success in Jeunesse, building the business part-time alongside their kids, alongside their job, alongside their business, alongside their busy schedule. We're looking for busy people. We're not looking for people that are sitting home on the couch waiting for an opportunity to drop into the lap. We're looking for driven, busy people that see what we see in this business. And 80-90% of people that are building incredible businesses here in Jeunesse have never done anything like this before, never even done business before. But they love the product, they can talk, they can open their mouth. Who wants to look older and have less money? Pretty much no one that I know. So it's a very turnkey plug-in system to be able to build if you believe in it. We've got lots of training and systems to help you, the Facebook pages, webinars like this, copy and paste the link, send it out through a Facebook chat, an email, a text message. Get me to present on your behalf, follow them up the next day. These live webinars convert really well, as do our live events all around the world every single day of the week. You can build the whole business from your mobile phone. J-Mobile, download the app. You can enroll someone through the app. You can check your commissions. You can check your reports. You can send text messages of all the Jeunesse videos. So if someone wants to find out about the stem cell products, copy, paste, send the video in a text. You'll then get notified when they open that link so you know they've watched the video. Incredible app, does some incredible things. Your next steps are really grab your $38, $95 website, create your custom name so you can call that website whatever you want to call it. That's how all the commissions and product are linked back to you. Log into the back office, buy a product packed wholesale, and we can start your getting started training, which is simply step 1, step 2, step 3. You've got top leaders in Jeunesse that can link arms with you, get in the trenches and guide you step by step. I like to sit down with people and say, literally, what are your goals with this? Where would you like to be by the end of 2016, and how much time realistically do you have to put into this? And that's going to be different for everyone. Again, no wrong or right answer, no expectations. You do it however you want to do it. And we create a roadmap specific for you to get where you need to go in that time frame. So guys, I'm over time. I thought I was pummeling through it, but I just get too excited. I think I've gone 2 minutes over. So I'm going to leave you with that. Any questions, please feel free to find me on Facebook, Aaron Biley. You can find me. I'll answer any questions that you have, or jump on my website and connect with us. Get back to the person that invited you to this webinar and just say, you know what, no brainer, 30-day money back guarantee. The upside is pretty big. The downside is literally not a little bit, but literally no risk. And see where it takes you, see where the journey goes. And we've got the template and the formula to get you where you need to go. The products, the global opportunity, the answer to any economy and your financial future moving forward. It's a great way to help others, which is what gets me bouncing out of bed every morning. I love the phone calls that I get, and you know, I just see people growing every single day in this business and becoming the person that they want to become, the mum they want to be, spending more time with the kid, the dad that they want to be, you know, the husband, the wife they want to be, the son that they want to be, making their parents proud, helping their kids out, you know, becoming that public speaker, becoming that leader, getting more self-confidence, looking younger, having more health. I just love seeing the stories, and if I can have a little part in helping someone to achieve that, man, that's pretty rewarding. So love hanging out with the JFI crew. I love hanging out with the whole Jeunesse family. Can't wait to see you guys on the beaches of the world, at live events all around the country, all around the world. I'll be in South Africa coming up soon, then the US, then back home, running events everywhere. Please make sure you reach out and just ask the question. So you guys, remember, no matter what, always live life on your terms, not somebody else's. Ciao for now. Talk soon.